Hi guys, welcome to another reading, another oracle reading. I hope everybody's doing okay. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to be reading the oracle card from the Wisdom of the Oracle, No Place Like Home. There's no place like being at your own home. But that's not really what it's about. It is and it isn't. But okay. Essential meanings: authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving to a place where you just fit, being comfortable in your own skin. The Oracle's message is: home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known and you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity. Aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here in the house of your spirit and spirit. And your relationship message says, lovers, friends, and companion animals are at home in your life right now. You are in sync and full of love, and you can be secure in the knowledge that it is reciprocated. Relationships elicit a sense of emotional safety, comfort, and the best aspects of familiarity now. Be home in this relationship. Together you add to the love of the world. And your prosperity message of this oracle card says, when you act in an authentic way, you command the world to reflect back to you exactly what is in your highest good. Let me read that one more time. When you act in an authentic way, you command the world to reflect back to you exactly what is in your highest good. Your business choices, the investments you make, and the creative projects you immerse yourself in are powerfully on point. Why? Because when you are fully yourself, radically accepting everything in your journey to date, both successes and failures, both your successes and your failures, you will see the divinity in all things. Abundance is a natural progression when you experience this kind of authenticity. The protection message says, your protection message says, there are times when what is familiar and known is not the best choice. Human beings are memory-driven creatures, and we all look for certainty, for what we know, even if the qualities we seek in other people and in external conditions are expressed in unhealthy ways. Avoid being too eager to find home. Choose something unfamiliar and trust that there you will find a new normal that supports your spirit. Remember, if you do what you did, you'll get what you got. Do the opposite of what feels right, even if it's uncomfortable, because what feels right is really what feels familiar, and you will attract and be drawn to the very things you don't want anymore. This time will not be different unless you do something different. Wow, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Then I'm going to read number 7, To the Sea. Let me show y'all the card. I thought both of these were beautiful, and I didn't want to just read one and not the other. To the sea. Essential meanings: being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. Your oracle's message of this card says, isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. Your relationship message says there are points in a relationship when you have to decide to go with the flow rather than dictate the course you share with another. Can you let go of the need to have things your way and allow the relationship itself, your combined goals and desires to steer the ship? Your combined goals that you have with your partner and desires to steer the ship. Can you both transcend your personalities and allow the partnership to form its own identity, its own energy? Now is the time to relax and see where this mutual journey leads. Your prosperity message of the Oracle card to the sea. Everything seems to work out when you stop scrambling and allow the sea of opportunities to wash over you and wake you up to your most prosperous potential. To get into that flow, you need to address your beliefs and abundance and money. True meaning of your personal currency lies in your skills, your talents and abilities, and most importantly, your core beliefs. Everything flows from your inner world and is reflected in the outer one. When grateful to serve, you align your prosperity consciousness with a higher consciousness. You can expect miracles. Everything you need will come to you easily. Your protection message. When external conditions appear to block every attempt to move forward, there's no hidden message for you to decipher. Like the ocean, the tides of experience ebb and flow. Let me read that again. Like the ocean, the tides of experience ebb and flow. You are in a natural cycle, so know that things will flow again in due course. There's no cause for alarm. Stop resisting and fighting against the situation and learn to flow, even when the tide is going out. Relax and trust in the abundance that soon. Relax and trust in the abundance that will soon be within you, be within your reach again. Hold on, guys. I apologize. Let me read that one more time. Stop resisting and fighting against the situation and learn to flow, even when the tide is going out. Relax and trust in the abundance that will soon be within your reach again. An ancient mariner saying applies to you now. When fishermen cannot go to sea, they stay home and repair their nets. Well, I hope I didn't sabotage that too badly for you guys. And now I'm going to get some tarot. And I'm going to get tarot from the Angel Guidebook. From the Angel Tarot cards. I apologize. The Angel Tarot cards this time. Page of Air, the bottom of the deck. Logical, honest, impulsive, curious. Challenging information. Delays or changes to plans. Truth delivered without tact. Maybe you're going to be getting some type of challenging information, something that's a bit difficult, or you're having some type of delays or changes to your plans. And somebody's going to say something where they weren't very tactful. They just said it kind of abruptly, kind of harshly. Without tact, without being considerate, without being thoughtful of your feelings, not worrying, not caring if it was going to hurt your feelings. All right, let's see what messages come out. Something that's what we can expect to happen in a couple of days, or the next couple of days or weeks, or at least a week from now. What is best for you to know for your highest good. Oops, that's too many. Queen of Water. Tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition. Care for yourself and others. Those look like sharks, don't they? Sharks remind me of danger. Isn't it always when it's a nice, loving, kind person that always ends up getting the short end of the stick or getting treated badly because that person doesn't speak up, is kind of humble and quiet and doesn't ever defend themselves. It's what it seems like it to me. It's what I'm feeling with the sharks there. But she's protected. She's got that light around her. That angelic light. The Five of Fire, the Five of Wands, competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. So maybe this Queen of Cups is having conflict with other people. At work, I believe wands stand for work. So you may be, my viewer may be a Queen of Water, Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. That you may be having some type of conflict at work. We got the Hermit here. I'm going to go ahead and do the Hermit. Archangel Raziel, and this says, spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, and self-discovery. Right after that, we have Justice. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for yourself. And then we also have the Seven of Fire. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. These both say, do what you know is right. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Kind of the same thing. So, you may be having to defend what you believe is right. Okay? Hang on one second, guys. Okay, the Queen of Water. This is a deeply emotional card asking us to care for others, but to also see that we nurture ourselves just as much. Feelings run deep when this card is drawn, and there's likely to be something very significant going on in our relationships, whether romantic or platonic. This is also a card of profound psychic experiences. We're asked to listen to our guidance, feelings, and intuition very closely. A beautiful mer angel floats along the top of the water. She's the only character in the suit of mer people with wings. This symbolizes her angelic ability to care for others. While the mer angel is a deeply feeling person, her past experience with love and relationships make her able to rise above and see the truth of a situation without getting carried away by it. Whales are associated with psychic gifts and the ability to delve deeply into emotional connections. They're also powerful symbols for creative gifts. In the sky, there's a break in the clouds through which a bright star shines. What is it that we're wishing for in our relationships? The angel number. The Queen of Water is card 49. We're asked to be of assistance to those around us as well as ourselves. The world needs us to be at work as part of our divine purpose. If we require help, we can ask our angels for the guidance we need. The number 49 reduces to 4. 4 plus 9 equals 13. 1 plus 3 equals 4. The energy of the angels and the need to seek out their help is amplified. The meaning of the Queen of Water, the people. The Queen of Water is an extremely nurturing, loving, and kind person. She spends a great deal of time looking after her family and friends. She places an arm around us and speaks in a soft and compassionate voice until our problems no longer seem so large. There's also no point in not telling her the absolute truth, as she's extremely intuitive and will know if we're not completely honest. The Queen may forget to care for herself, which can make her seem tired and drained of energy. It's very important that she shield herself daily with the royal blue light of Archangel Michael so that she can remain strong and healthy. The astrology of the Queen of Water says the Queen is Cancer. The Queen is Cancer, tinged with Gemini. Cancer is nurturing. Let me start again. The Queen is Cancer tinged with Gemini. Cancer is nurturing and caring through and through. It will see to our needs whenever possible. The Gemini energy makes the Queen an incredible communicator. We are well advised to follow her guidance, especially in the topic that relates to the heart. Or, we are well advised to follow her guidance, especially if the topic relates to the heart. All right. Okay. And now I'm going to say read the five of fire. It's a fact that sometimes there's conflict in our lives. The conflict may be with others, or with trying to choose which issue requires our attention first. While these challenges may seem to be coming from outside ourselves, the law of attraction can sometimes bring people into our lives who can mirror unresolved issues that we've internalized. For this reason, when this card is drawn, it's a good idea to review the possibility that the real difficulty we're facing comes from within. So it could be our own selves that are bringing ourselves these conflicts. This card can also represent more benign challenges such as athletic competitions, contests at work, or other chances to prove ourselves to our peers. The symbolism of the Five of Wands says wands posted into the ground present themselves in a configuration that appears to block our way. We can't get past them or even see what's going on behind them. 5 is the number of change. Without a change in our perception of the situation or the way in which we're going about our tasks, the barrier will remain. The flowers that bloomed in the early cards of the suit to indicate great opportunities are now missing. See the Ace of Fire. We need to review the experiences that we're creating for ourselves to validate that they are what we want. The top 3 wands appear to dominate the lower 2. The upper wands are the colors of the orange sacral chakra, issues regarding our self-worth. The red root chakra concerns about our basic needs. And the light blue throat chakra, how we communicate. It's the ability to communicate. Is it possible that we feel unsafe and are voicing our frustration from these 3 areas instead of coming from the green heart chakra? Emotions such as love or our violet crown chakra, our spiritual selves. Angel number. This is card 27. The 2 energy of this number reminds us that if we focus on the positive, then the law of attraction will bring it to us. However, if our minds are buried in fear and worry, then anything we're concerned about will come to us. In every challenge, there's a lesson that will put us on the right path that comes with the 7 energy. Together, these numbers reduce to 9. 2 plus 7. A number of service to ourselves and others, as well as one that brings more light into the world while we're fulfilling our purpose for being on earth. We need to give thanks for the lessons learned so that our happiness will continue to grow as time goes by. That's beautiful. We need to give thanks for the lessons we've learned so that our happiness will continue to grow as time goes by. And you're more aware of the mistakes that you've made as well. Astrology says Saturn in Leo is the astrological attribution for the 5 of fire. Saturn is the planet where we feel restricted or limited in what we're trying to accomplish. Leo is known for being a sign that wants to shine and be noticed. It has a strong need to be recognized for its accomplishments and even who or what it is. The pairing of these 2 energies can cause us to undervalue ourselves or our goals. Internal conflicts may develop that cause us to stop trying. Internal conflicts may develop that cause us to stop trying. Then, heaven, which wants us to be all that we can be, presents us with an external challenge that reflects our inner one. We must break through the 5 of Wands that block our progress. Wow, that was nice. I like that. The Hermit. This card is very much about mentoring or being mentored, especially with respect to spiritual teachings. We may be called upon to seek out a teacher to help us move forward, or perhaps we've done enough inner exploration that we have great insights to share with others. The Hermit asks us to go within to pursue self-discovery. He compels us to be quiet and listen to the small, still voice that comes from the depths of our souls. This card can indicate getting good advice from someone wise, and can also encourage us to take some quiet time to reevaluate our plans. Everyone needs Everyone needs an occasional time out, a moment to be with oneself and reflect. And so it is with the hermit. Or is it? You see, the little known secret about the hermit is that he's not nearly as solitary as he appears. He stands at the top of the mountain holding out his lantern for those who are climbing up behind him. Just out of view, his students are rising to join him. He shines his light so that the seekers of truth can find him. As dreamers, we find ourselves needing time to assimilate all that we've learned up to this point on the journey. We ask ourselves questions such as, am I on the right path? Or, is the effort I'm putting into this endeavor really worth it? Answers to those questions come from within, or from a spiritual teacher like the hermit, who can guide us to our own conclusions. The symbolism of this card of the hermit. Did I show it to y'all? I don't recall if I showed it to y'all. I probably forgot. Whoops. She was. Okay. The hermit stands at the top of a mountain to represent that he's risen to new spiritual heights. What better vantage point from which to see the world and our place in it? He carries a cane for comfort to show that it's all right to rely on others when necessary. His lantern symbolizes that he's been enlightened by many of his experiences so far. From the lantern, fireflies, which represents our inner light, zoom around. They show that this light can fly off to other places and illuminate other souls. Fireflies are also a sign that there's a great deal of magic in the world. While this card is associated with Virgo, the hermit stands with Saturn behind him. In astrology, a Saturn return occurs in our birth charts every 28 years. During that time, people often feel the need to reflect on their lives to date, up until right now, the day that they're at, their present day. Okay? If your clients pull this card, they may be in for a time of inner exploration. The number 9 symbolizes humanitarianism, both in traditional numerology and in angel numbers. Just like the hermit, who is also a humanitarian and working to bring light into the world, there's a certain amount of self-sacrifice associated with it. For example, with the number 971, we know right away that numerologically, it's going to reduce to 8. The sum of the other two numbers, 9 plus 7 plus 1 equals 17. 1 plus 7 equals 8. The 9, in a sense, sacrifices itself. That's what makes it the perfect number for the hermit. But even outside of mathematics, 9 is the number that says, get to work, light workers. The world needs you to fully commit to your life purpose. The archangel part of this card is Archangel Raziel. Our grand old wizard, Archangel Raziel, has returned, ready to teach us the secrets that he's learned. He has moved past the magician card that's indicative of the ability to create. Now the question is, why should we create? How can we help the world with our magical abilities? Raziel appears to us in rainbow colors. Astrology. This card resonates to the energy of hardworking, diligent, devoted, and nurturing Virgo. Much like our hermit, this sign is extremely dedicated to helping others, having learned the perfect way to accomplish its goals. As such, it wants to share that information with its apprentices. It wants to share this information with its apprentices. Virgo is very studious and wants to know the whys and the hows of every situation. That is beautiful. Hope you guys like that. And then Justice. The Justice card encourages us to always do what we know is right. And in doing so, we can know that justice is always on our side. If we find ourselves in a situation where someone has the ability to make a judgment or evaluation in our favor or not. Drawing the Justice card is a very good indication that things will go our way. But legal contracts should be reviewed very carefully before signing. Justice also asks us to stand up for our beliefs, to know that we're right, and to hold firm to our convictions. As mentioned in Chapter 2, Justice was originally card 8 in Tarot until the Rider-Waite deck flipped its position with the Strength card in 1909. I've chosen to return it to its original position in the Angel Tarot cards in order to restore the continuity of the dreamer's journey. And then the dreamer's journey says, when we make decisions or interact with others, we're accountable for our actions. As we visit the Justice card along our journey, we learn the rules of life, both karmic and judicial. The choices that we made along our path were put into action with the Chariot, and now those actions may be reviewed by others. Justice looks at the way we treated those around us as we moved forward. If we're kind and fair to everyone, if we were kind and fair to everyone and acted with integrity, then justice will be proud of our growth and will defend us. With this card, we're taught to stand up for ourselves when we know that we're right. Justice also asks us to be activists in our own ways. If we see injustice or unkindness in the world, we're asked to call attention to it. Each of us has concerns that touch our hearts, and we need not to try to change everything in the world. And it's got everything in italics, and we need to not try to change everything in our world. If we all were to pursue the causes that mean the most to us, then the world's inequalities would be resolved. The symbolism of the Justice card. I'll put the Justice up here now, okay? If I can. I like to show the point. Okay. Archangel Raguel floats before two pillars that give the appearance of belonging to a court of law. Yes, he is floating. He carries perfectly balanced scales to show fairness and objective choices. He also carries an upright sword. This shows us that justice is double-edged. On one side, it makes fair and just decisions. On the other side, it expects accountability, demanding that we remain in our highest integrity. Justice is card 8. This number is often considered to be related to material prosperity and abundance, and that's true. However, the very shape of the number shows an even structure of two natures. It has an understanding of right and wrong, black and white, light and dark. This number is committed to karmic balancing. The archangel here is Raguel. He's known for being the angel we can call on when we find ourselves in a challenging situation with another person. He softens the energy and brings about reconciliation and compromise. Perfect justice. Raguel's halo is pale blue. The astrology for this card is Libra, which is usually represented by the scales found on this card. This sign is open-minded, balanced, idealistic, and very focused on what is fair. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And now I've just got these two cards right here that I pulled on the pre-shuffle, and it says forgiveness. The door to my heart opens inward. I move through forgiveness to love. The angels want you to remember that self-forgiveness doesn't happen overnight. You need to approach it exactly as you would approach forgiving someone else, with a lack of ego, a compassionate heart, and a patient and persevering mind. And this one was grounding. I'm steady and grounded. Your attention is directed up too high, as if you're not in your body. A balance is needed between a focus on spirit and a focus on earth. Grounding will help you to better concentrate and focus, and will also increase your connections to the angels. Let's see if my camera will focus that. I think that was pretty focused. I hope so. So I hope you guys enjoyed the reading, and I wanted to show you guys this one that came out when I shuffled my cards. It's the number 3, and it's Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. And it says autumn, full moon, the queen, within 6 to 9 months. So to me it seems that it's saying that Libra, Scorpio, and Sag are the autumn queens. The queens of autumn. And maybe if you're waiting for something, it'll happen within 6 to 9 months. If you're waiting on somebody, if you're waiting on whatever, a baby, something to come to pass, it says it'll be in 6 to 9 months. It may or may not. And this one says moon cycles. Archangel Haniel says, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. And this one says, healthy lifestyle. Archangel Raphael says, eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. I've got to go eat myself. I haven't ate. And it's 2:30 in the afternoon. It's 2:34 actually. 2:34. That's pretty cool. So I think it's very important for whoever is listening or reading this card on the screen or listening to me say it, to eat healthier and get adequate sleep and exercise regularly for optimal health. When I start reading these little cards, it seems I can't stop. Mediumship. You have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. That is beautiful. Actually, I just had a dream of a friend of mine that passed away about a week, 2 weeks ago. Anyways, I don't know why I said that, but I hope y'all enjoyed the reading. Thank you for joining me. I'll see y'all on my next reading, and try to incorporate this. That's the right word to use. Try to use this affirmation. God loves me, and He has a good plan for my life. Amen. And I believe so. I believe He does. I believe He has a good plan for all of us. And sometimes it takes longer than we wish for it to take for something that we're waiting on to come to pass, guys. But, you know, nothing's perfect. I wish things would happen just when we want them to. But anyhow, so I made this reading way too long already. So I need to be quiet. And y'all have a great day, great night. Thank you for joining me. And I'll try to make my readings better, you know. Anyways, take care. I'll see y'all in my next reading, hopefully. And I'll see you. Well, I won't see y'all, but y'all will join me on my channel, on my videos, hopefully. So take care. Bye-bye. God bless y'all.